Here on Savor the Burn, we love our side-by-sides, but we also love our callbacks. If you remember, we did a review on the Balcones Rye. Oh my, the chocolate. Boy, howdy, was it good.
Yeah, blew our mind.
So when we heard that Balcones Rye was going to be discontinued, we freaked out. We wrote letters, we tweeted them, it was a whole thing. They decided to come out with a bottled-in-bond version of that whiskey, aged at least, 2.5, 3 years longer than the OG. So we're going to check this out, that out. Everything's getting checked out on this episode of Savor the Burn. Let's go! Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Savor the Burn podcast. My name is Jonathan. Across these barrels is Mr. W2. How do you do? You look over there like,
Who, me? I'm doing great. I'm excited.
Yes, sir.
It's one of those weeks where it feels like it's been forever since we've been here in studio and gotten into some things.
It's been a long 7 days for sure.
But it's only been a week, Nonetheless, I'm excited to be back here, and I'm excited what we've got in store. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. The weight of everything is finally coming to terms, coming to peace, and it's time to, let it roll. Let her rip, tater chip. So here we are. We've got these two bad boys. Before we get into those, before you get into that, thank you so much for following along here on the Savor the Burn podcast. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to click subscribe and click that bell notification. Stay up to date on all things Savor the Burn. Also, by going to savortheburn.com, there's lots of stuff. You'll find these bottles in the liquor cabinet, so much more. Thank you to the Patreons. We can't really express how much we appreciate you. You guys are incredible. And I don't know. Oh, and if you're listening on your podcast app of choice, audio only version, we are definitely happy to have you along.
Yeah.
No matter how it is that you're consuming our content, we're happy to have you. Go on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, now X, TikTok. We're anywhere that we want to be, you're going to find us, if that makes sense. Anyway, so without further ado, what can you tell me about these that we haven't already gone over? Before
we get started,
okay.
Spoiler alert. Strap in and be ready for a ride. This is going to kick off a pretty solid week, maybe even longer than a week's worth of content diving into Texas whiskeys. And there's some other great Texas distilleries in the works. So.
Yeah. See, that was on me to mention, but I didn't. Because, Dummy Guts McGee over here, I can't.
Nope. That was just right off the cusp.
But, so if that sounds good to you, thank you once again for joining us today. And stay tuned, because more is on the way. It's coming. Mm-hmm.
So, I got lots to get into. But, like you mentioned in the intro, when I started to do a little bit of research, and actually I don't remember if it was research or if it was a post that popped up or whatever, but I learned that the Texas Rye was being discontinued. I'm like, what is going on here? And in my research, as I started to dig a little bit farther, I realized that they had discontinued it because, as delicious and as good as it was, carrying an age statement of 15 months, not 15 years, 15 months.
At least
15 months. I learned that they decided to F around and find out, as good as that is, what would this be if they waited another 4 years?
Yeah.
Or wait at least 4 years.
At least 4 years, yeah.
And apparently, it was so good, they decided to jump through the extra steps and replace the Texas Rye with a Bottled-In-Bond Texas Rye. So we still have the same proof at 100.
Yeah.
And we just got at minimum of 4 years of aging out of it. And color speaks volumes. It is definitely a lot darker.
You guys can probably see that from there.
They both, I can tell from here, without a question, they both have natural cork. They both have the kind of the waxed medallion on the front of the bottle.
Texas Star embossed.
Of course, it's got
topper.
the Texas Star.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't do anything Texas without
From
having
Texas,
the star.
exactly.
Or
they love their star.
The outline of the state, Texas, y'all.
So before I get into this, you want to give us a couple bottle pops, I guess?
Yeah. We'll go.
See if we can get a pop out of this one. It has not been open for a minute.
The OG, it's at half full if you're an optimist. Oh, that popped out super quick. You smell some good things. Good things on that. I don't know why I immediately clapped it back on there. Here we go.
There it is.
That's a good pop. Cork came out nice and easy, like it was ready to go. All right, you talk, I'll pour.
Yeah. So this is the Balcones Texas Rye Whiskey. And I dated this. We reviewed this on September 11th, 2024. This has a 1-year age statement. The back of the bottle says 15 months. And I'm talking about the OG. And just to recap this one for a frame of reference, Balcones, absolute 100% rye and absolutely a Texan. Balcones was a tiny startup distillery in an old welding shop under a bridge in Waco, Texas.
Right.
After it was all refurbished and equipped with copper pot stills from Portugal, a new shiny whiskey distillery was born, and the magic could start. This very expression is a celebration of the distiller's 10th anniversary, and it's bottled at 100 proof. It's aged in new and charred oak barrels under 2 years in the moody climate of Texas, where temperatures swing from scorching hot to cozy cold in just one day, and where barrels breathe at a much faster rate. So we are side-by-siding that with our new Bottled-In-Bond Texas Rye. This comes with a minimum 4-year age statement because it is bottled in bond. It is still 100%. It is still 100 proof. And it says 100% straight rye whiskey. At Balcones, our process and techniques are constantly evolving. When our original Texas Rye hit 4 years old, we were pleasantly surprised by the density and clarity this benchmark revealed, with darker chocolates, more acidic dried fruits, and a refreshing solvency. We've become so familiar with the dance between our whiskey and the intense Texas environment that new plateaus of elegance and balance in our spirits are much appreciated and hard won. When you encounter it, it's a rare and beautiful thing to be celebrated and shared. What makes Texas Rye different? Our Texas Rye, bottled in bond, is a finely honed expression of Texas Rye, distilled from a 100% rye mash bill, using a carefully considered combination of 91% raw Texas Elben rye and specialty German Cara rye, chocolate and roasted rye. The ingredients are all milled, mashed, fermented, distilled, and matured on site in Waco. Upon its release in 2023, so not that long ago, 2 years ago is when they decided to do this. This unique rye whiskey was the only whiskey on the market with 100% rye mash bill made in 100% copper pot stills. This approach, alongside our extended fermentation, dedication to double batch copper pot still distillation, meticulous blending process, and diligent attention to detail at every step, has led to this celebrated award-winning rye whiskey. And Balcones has decided I'm not really sure what the reason is. I don't remember if we found it or if it was just what they decided to go with, but they spell their whiskey, even though it's Texas, they spell it with no E.
With a Y.
Yep, with just a Y. So to make sure I got these right.
Yes.
My right, your left is the Texas Rye, the OG.
Correct.
And then my left, viewers right, is going to be our Bottled-In-Bond Texas Rye.
I mean, you can tell just by looking at it. See the color difference?
Very different color.
I didn't do a full pour on the OG. We've already done a review on that.
Yep.
If you want to know where to find that, just go back, find it. You can actually Google it, Savor the Burn, Balcones Rye. And the AI thing will piece it together and send you right to it.
I don't know if it's because my son had it for breakfast this morning, and so it's fresh on my mind. But I'm getting Cocoa Puffs.
Cocoa Puffs? Okay, so I was thinking chocolate silk pie. Like, you know the chocolate pie with the...
I can agree with that.
What is that? Like Cool Whip and like shaved...
and the shaves
Cool
of chocolate.
Whip, and the graham kind of, maybe graham cracker, whatever it is, crust. But you're thinking Cocoa Puffs?
I'm going to say, I'm thinking Cocoa Puffs. And, because it's magically... No, that's Lucky Charms. It's... it turns your milk chocolate.
It does. Now, oh shit, I'm sorry. No, okay. Which one are you pulling the Cocoa Puffs off of?
The new one.
The new one. Okay. Yeah, I'm not picking up Cocoa Puffs off of this one.
No Cocoa Puffs.
But I mean, still, there's chocolate.
There's a little bit of a chocolate there, but it's not Cocoa Puffs level.
Some things are similar, but they're just stronger. They're more
Cocoa Puffs?
Announced. Now, to me, this is like the chocolate silk pie thing. Okay. And I think there's sourdough. Okay. We had a scotch here recently.
Oh yeah.
With a dessert on a bonus, and it was like super honey sweet. I think was it like a Speyside scotch?
It was the Abelor.
The Abelor. This on the nose reminds me of the honey sweet, whatever. Note and on that anyway. So and a touch of clove, just a slight touch of clove.
Yep.
I think is there anything else?
There's a honey sweetness to this. I'm gonna say maybe a touch of cinnamon graham cracker.
Okay. So I was gonna say the chocolate silk pie, not just because of the
crust
part, but it's also the crust. Yep. So cinnamon graham cracker. Okay, cool. All right. We're on board with each other here.
I'm ready to get a sip of this OG.
Yes, let's do it.
OG.
Cheers, OG. Sorry, goodness. Cheers.
Let's get our baseline. That's nice.
It doesn't drink like 100 proof.
No, not at all.
It's got, wow. Yeah, okay.
There's a little
leather
bit of it.
And there's pepper.
Yep, leather, pepper.
What were the tasting notes on the OG here?
On the OG, I've got on the nose, cocoa, pepper, espresso. Yes. And the nose was a hint of chocolate. Silky espresso, tobacco, and chocolate flavors with a mint touch. Followed by pepper and oak.
I don't think pepper and oak. I don't think I'm picking up on mint.
I think there is a little bit of a spearmint. And keep in mind too, this is 100% rye.
100% rye. Yeah. And we're getting all these just wildly different flavors.
And this one, the OG Texas Rye, they released this as their 10th anniversary. Their celebration for the distillery being 10 years old.
Okay.
This was what they released as their 10th anniversary celebration. But it only has a 15-month age statement on there. That's just wild to me.
100% rye mash bill began. I know you already read this. Began with Elbon rye, ELBON rye. Yeah, from northwest Texas, accompanied by some crystal, chocolate, and roasted rye. They gave us a rich, sweet mid palate and blah 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 blah. Yeah, I think they knew what they were doing.
There's absolutely espresso on that palate.
Yeah, I mean, the whole dang thing.
Yeah, there's a great amount of coffee intermixed with chocolate, and I think a little bit of a spearmint, some oak.
I was so distracted by the chocolate note, I didn't even remember the espresso part on here. But yeah, it's so. I think, and the honey. I mean, it's there.
Now that we've started there, I think this Bottled-In-Bond one also has maybe a light medium roasted coffee, not quite espresso, on the nose.
You think so?
I think so. Is there a little? I think I'm getting a little bit of ginger, like the spice of ginger.
Okay, so not ginger spice, not ginger from Gilligan's Island.
No, like the ginger that you get with your on the side with your sushi.
Now that's the pickled ginger or whatever. That stuff is so good.
I like it.
Oh my God, that stuff is good. Yes. Balcones. To you.
That is silky smooth.
Right.
And there's a lot. The espresso
Yeah.
blooms.
There's a little bit of that.
There's leather. There's a little bit of tobacco.
There's little to no bite. I mean, it's almost there.
There's a little bit of a pepper, and a rye spice.
Yes.
But there's no heat.
There's no like pinch.
There's no pinch. There's no burn. But there's plenty to savor. See what I did there? This is fantastic.
Espresso notes sing on this one here. Yeah. Let me get back on here. Whoops.
The finish is nice and warm, and that the cocoa and the chocolate just linger on and on with oak kind of coming forward a little bit more.
On the palate, it's not just espresso. I mean, there's espresso that the chocolate carries through. It's peppery, peppery like black pepper, kind of on the palate.
So good.
Yes, very, very good. I gotta
ready for some tasting notes on this.
Almost.
All right.
So for palate, what I have written down is just three things: espresso, chocolate, black pepper. What else would you say you're picking up on the palate?
Add honey to that.
Honey. You think the honey carries through?
Yeah.
Well, now that I pronounce it and speak it, I can taste it.
This time I'm going to say honey graham cracker instead of the cinnamon graham cracker. What about some cardamom? Late palate into the finish.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's not a full cardamom kind of experience on the entirety of the palate. So, yeah,
great thick legs.
Yeah, it is lingering chocolate.
Beautiful mahogany color.
It's lingering espresso as well. Is the honey still there?
I think so.
You think so?
Yeah, just a little bit on the early finish.
I could tell it's still kind of sweet, but it's a really light sweetness, very light sweet, because I mean, one of the things about espresso, even though this doesn't have espresso in it, it's from coffee, and coffee's known for being bitter. This isn't bitter per se, but it tastes like there's chocolate. It tastes like there's espresso. So like my mind wants to think it tastes bitter. It's the oak. It's got to be the oak.
Well, I was going to say, to me, I think that espresso bitterness,
like maybe light smoke,
becomes a smoke and char.
Yeah, I'll write that down. Smoke and char. All right. I think we've got plenty of things here.
All right. So this one says on the nose, Texas Rye Bottled-In-Bond balances spruce tip tea, candied fennel, and ginger snaps before leading to cooling notes of mint chip ice cream and raspberry glaze.
Fennel candy? Who candies fennel? And what? What was the next bullshit line after that? What the hell?
Right from the distiller, right?
Candied fennel and ginger snaps. I mean, you said ginger.
Before leading to cooling notes of mint chip ice cream and raspberry glaze.
I wish I could pick up on the raspberry. I love raspberry. I think that'd be fantastic to discover here. But we didn't say it.
We didn't say it. But in hindsight, raspberry has a very dark
fruit. Yeah. I mean, did you pick up on any fruitiness?
Not initially, but power suggestion, yeah, maybe. On the palate, dusty notes of graham cracker crust, cardamom, and cedar chest fold before well-articulated notes of carrot frond and dark chocolate espresso bean. Nutella and apricot preserve on rye toast linger for the long and dry finale.
Shut up.
Wow.
Like what?
We got work to do.
What the hell?
Man.
All right.
That's descriptive.
Okay, first of all, who in the hell eats the frond of the carrot, the green part, the carrot tops? Who eats that?
Rabbits.
Rabbits. Okay, rabbits, deer, small woodland creatures. No, we don't F with that stuff. But I guess, if you're going to try to be
there's the fennel. No, I'm kidding. I got no fennel.
There's candied
fennel. What the hell is candied fennel?
I have no idea. If you
Fennel,
know, leave
fennel
us a
is
comment.
a spice.
Send us a link. Right. Why would you candy that? Why?
I mean, even though these days, I don't eat Italian sausage, but when I think of fennel, Italian sausage is one of the first things that comes to mind.
Yeah. When I think of fennel seeds, I think of like Pizza Hut pizza, like they have that in their sauce. It's like a very kind of sharp and bright sauce that'll keep me up for like 3 nights. It's a whole thing. So, bottle presentation. We haven't talked about that.
Well, I can tell you.
What do you like? What do you love? What do you hate?
OG.
The OG.
You gave a 375.
I did.
And I gave a 4.
You did. I mean,
So,
it's the classic Bell style shape.
Rebel.
Yeah, Rebel's got the same kind of thing.
However, Rebel does not have the
wax medallion on the front.
/ plastic medallion on the front.
Oh, you think it's plastic?
I mean, it is plastic, but it's designed to look like a wax stamp.
Yeah.
Wax seal. It's got natural cork on both of them.
I'm a fan. I like them natural.
It's got the star, the Texas star on top.
Yep.
And I mean, come on.
It's got a different take on green for rye.
It does. Well, we got 3 different shades of green and a metallic silver ink.
Yes.
Right there in the middle, is that the
with the rye grain in the background.
Mm-hmm.
The original Texas whiskey. I do like that it says never chill filtered or colored.
Yep.
So they don't go through all that noise. Okay, I'm gonna tilt this towards the light. So go ahead, laugh at me here.
By the light.
Rev it up like a deuce into the room in the night. Anyway, New Horizons is what it says up here at the top. When our rye hit 4 years old, we were enamored with the density and clarity. Every time I hear or read the word density, I'm reminded of George McFly walking up to Marty's mom in the diner and holding out his little notepad, and he's like, "You are my density," and she's like, "What?" "My destiny." And then the door kicks open. "McFly, I told you not to come in here." Oh shit. Anyway, we were enamored with the density and clarity of this benchmark revealed with darker chocolates, more dried fruits, and a refreshing brightness. The now familiar dance with our intense Texas climate often brings new, hard-won, and unexpected plateau of elegance and balance. I might have missed a word in there somewhere. Deal with it. We hope you enjoy this elevated Bottled-In-Bond Texas Rye as we look forward to sharing more vistas going forward. Certified Texas whiskey.
All right.
Kind of, label signed, whatever, Jared Hemstedt, the head distiller. It's got the batch number on here, rye, Bottled-In-Bond 22-1, and then the date stamp on here, June 2nd, 2022.
Very nice.
I think it's a mighty fine pour. So you put a couple drops in yours.
I did.
Do you think it opened up anything?
I think it like it typically does. It smooths off a little bit. There were no harsh, rough edges to smooth off, but it brought oak forward and it brought a little bit more of that char forward.
The mint showed up.
Yep.
Like I just put in 2 drops, y'all, and the mint showed up, and it's right there on the finish as well.
Maybe the raspberry shows up.
The first time we had Balcones Texas Rye, we were so blown away by it. We had no idea that notes like this could be experienced.
So now
that we've had it and it's been a while and we've been pressured into giving lower scores, I don't see myself giving it a 5.
Yeah. So I don't remember the dates, but
so good though.
But I know that once I learned and realized they discontinued the OG Texas Rye because they were replacing it with the Bottled-In-Bond, I kind of went on hunt mode to try to find this, and I could not.
Was it hard?
Well, I couldn't find it anywhere locally. I just so happens last fall, the family, we were going through Texas. We went to Fort Worth. We went to Waco. We went to Austin. And I believe it was in Austin at the store, I found this sitting on the shelf and I was just like, Bottled-In-Bond. And so this was one of my Texas bottles that I brought home.
That's a common theme for you though. Like you see Bottled-In-Bond, you see cask strength. I mean, you're going to zero in on that more than, you know, a regular, like a white
and
label
it was the
whatever.
one. It was the one that I had been looking for, and they changed the label significantly. And I had seen the pictures online, so I knew what to look for. So as soon as I saw it on the shelf, I knew exactly what that was, and I had to have it right then, right there. Mm-hmm. I also learned on that trip too, kind of the hard way, and I'm still a little bitter about it. But in Texas, distilleries are not allowed to sell bottles. You can do pours all day long, and the day that we were at Still Austin happened to be a Sunday afternoon, and there were so many bottles that were distillery exclusive bottles that I wanted to buy, and they're like, "We're sorry, we can't sell those. Today's Sunday." And I'm like, "Yeah, it's Sunday. What?" And they're like,
"Right,
in Texas we can't sell bottles on Sunday." And I'm like, "You've got to be kidding me."
So learn from our mistakes, from our experience. If you're bottle hunting, going to distilleries, this, that, and the other thing, like now you have that little bit of tidbit of information, which is, I mean, goodness, like that would have been good for him to have.
I was so irritated.
Yeah.
I mean, thankfully down, especially down in those parts. Since then, Still Austin's become pretty readily available in a lot of the stores.
Right. It wasn't 2 years ago.
It wasn't really last fall. It was still kind of hit or miss. But down in that area, every liquor store had Still Austin. So the next day, I went into the liquor store and found the cask strength that I was looking for. And this was sitting on the shelf. And I'm like, mine. Love that. Love that in...
Finding Nemo. Yeah.
Yep.
Mine.
Don't make us move.
Yeah. Why? I don't see the problem. Mine.
If you want to live, climb in my mouth. I think that's what he says.
If I had a nickel. So we are going to slide right into the rating part of this.
Yeah.
During our reviews, we check it out. You heard us talk about the nose, the palate, the finish, the bottle presentation. Those are actually the 4 categories that we base our numbers on. What are the numbers, you say? You ask, you inquire. Let me tell you, 0 to 5. That's what we give it. We just give it a number, how we're feeling about it, how it moves us, etc., etc. 0 to 5. Highest we go is 5. Lowest we go is 0. If we absolutely hate it, oh my God, what were we thinking?
You're in trouble.
Get right. You done messed up. Like, do not.
I've gone blind. You're gonna get a 0.
Yeah, gross. 5. It's the clouds open, the doves descended upon you. The golden chorus sang, and then So yeah, a 5, right? Whatever. That's the 5 experience. We've had those. We've had those across all 4 categories.
Yeah.
On this one, we're going to find out, because we take those 0 to 5s in those 4 categories, add them up to a possible 20, divide that number by 2, and that's how we get our 0 to 10
Yes,
rating.
sir.
All that to say, on the nose, we picked up on some chocolate silk pie, a little bit of sourdough. It was honey sweet, just from the nose. Let's see, a touch of clove. Light roast coffee you picked up on. Cocoa Puffs you picked up on. You thought ginger. And on the, what's it called over there? On the notes, it said something about ginger snaps, candy ginger, something like that.
Yep.
So I thought that was pretty cool. And cinnamon graham cracker, like crust. And you reverse engineered from the tasting notes online dark fruit.
Yeah.
Because it said something about raspberry on there. But I didn't pick up on that. You did. That is fine. His palate is not my palate. Your palate's not my palate. Not everybody's going to pick up on the same thing. If you've had this, please let us know after we give our numbers. W2, where are you at on the nose?
So my numbers are a little complicated.
Is that how we're going to do this today?
Got to make this complicated.
That's how we're going to do this today?
And I want to preface it because
here we go.
Our baseline really, really set the mark really high.
It did, and it still does.
And it still does. If we were to fresh review that again, I'm not confident. As much as I love it, and much as I think it's fantastic, I'm not confident my numbers would be quite as high as they were.
I know mine wouldn't.
So that said, I think this one is a substantial upgrade from that one. However, I found myself not wanting to go lower than what I had given that one, but not quite ready to give it much more than what I had given my elevated original score, if that makes any sense.
Absolutely, it does.
All that to say, I gave this on the nose 4.5.
4.5? I gave it a 4.75.
All right.
Originally I gave it a 5. You gave it a 4. You gave it a 4.5. So
I did.
You kept that one.
I kept it
locked
the same.
in. And as long as we're being honest, and we are. I mean, to compare is to be unfair.
Yeah.
So we just had this over here as just kind of a reminder, a benchmark. To remind us of our introduction to this. So this was not to be part of the review itself.
And I wanted to give that frame of reference for clarity that I gave that one a 4.5. I didn't just give this a 4.5 because I gave that one a 4.5.
Right.
I had some rationale behind it. I think this one has a much stronger, chocolatier nose than the original.
Yeah.
But being a little bit more discerning.
Yes. Which we've become over the last, couple of years.
I didn't find it enough to give it more than a 4.5. So 4.5 was my great score.
Absolutely fair. On the palate, it evolved some of those tasting notes on the nose carried through into the palate. The espresso, the chocolate, the honey, the graham cracker evolved into from cinnamon graham cracker into a honey graham cracker. Black pepper showed up, made its appearance, and cardamom late finish.
Yeah.
Or late palate, early finish. So on that one, I kept my score locked in at 4.75, 4.75, 4.75. How about you?
I kept mine locked in at 4.75 as well. Again, I found it way better than the OG.
Right.
And
it's like you said, if we had to do this again today, these numbers would not be the same. Our original numbers would not be the same.
As great as the pour as that one still is.
Absolutely.
The numbers just aren't quite where they were when we first got into it. And if you remember correctly, we originally got into that as a Flavier taster.
Right.
And we loved it so much. The
Could not believe how good it was.
The minute we saw the actual bottle on the shelf, we're like, we're getting this. And so, we snatched it up, and it's absolutely fantastic. So, but all that to say, exact same scenario. This one way better than the OG. However, I kept my score at 4.75 because this one earned a 4.75.
Yep. Over the course of the past few years doing this podcast, we've really been trying to dial back the fanboy.
Yeah.
So we hardcore fanboyed on this one because we had such a great experience with it from a Flavier bottle that we got on the first advent calendar thing. So which is coming. So keep an eye out for that in December. So so this one here, the Bottled-In-Bond comes to town, and it still just knocks our socks off.
Yep.
So moving on to the finish. First things we notice, it's warm, it's a lingering warmth. The chocolate carries through, oak shows up, espresso is there, the honey is there, and there's something on the tail end of that finish where it starts tasting like a light smoke or char from the barrel. Yeah. So I loved the way it evolved.
Just shy of a fire pit.
Yeah.
I mean, not quite a full fire pit level smoke, but just a little bit of a smoke and char.
Like when the fire's gone way down, there's a bunch of hot coals. I mean, there's a taste in the air, you know. And then I think this one would be great around a campfire.
Yep.
Where are we here? So yeah, finish. I love the way everything evolved into a delightful drinking experience with this Balcones Bottled-In-Bond Texas Rye. So I kept mine locked in at 4 3/4, 4.75.
Very nice. My score on the original was a 4.0.
Yep.
And this one, once again, came in screaming way better than the first one. Mm-hmm. Enough so, I brought my score up to a 4 1/4.
You did? Mm-hmm. Yeah. My original score on this one, on the OG here, was 4.5. So mine got bumped up a 1/4 point.
Very nice.
And this is us not fangirling over these bottles.
Yeah.
Yes, we've had them. We know what Texas whiskey is capable of, or at least we're beginning to understand what Texas whiskey is capable of, and Balcones is definitely capable of.
Just wait.
Yeah, it's
a lot of Texas coming.
It's coming. Bottle presentation. We didn't talk about it a whole lot. We talked about it probably a whole lot on the original. So if you want to go back and listen and or watch the episode with the original bottle, I like it. I'm happy with it. I'm not mad at it.
Yeah.
I wasn't wowed by it, and wow is my base level for giving it a 4.
Yep.
But I still really like it. I like the attention to detail. I like the variance of the color. All this information, this great information you get on the back. You got a branded, with Texas topper, natural cork.
I love the shades of green and the silver metallic ink.
Yeah.
It's great.
Everything works together wonderfully.
So this is one where I'm for this category, I'm going to give this one a hall pass. If this was a fresh review and we didn't have a OG to kind of look back on, this is probably a 3.5, 3.75. But I'm giving it a hall pass, and I'm keeping it at a 4. Because that's what the OG was.
Right. For me, I kept it locked in at 3.75. I really did.
Nice.
You kept yours locked in at 4. That's A-okay. I'll write that in here. That way I got that written down. I like how we came at it with you said the word before, discernment. With a more discerning set of eyeballs. And we ended up either giving it the same or a better score. But I mean, we are comparing apples to apples. This one here is just, at least 15 months. This is at least 4 years. Right, so a year and some change, 4 years at least, So yeah, my all those scores added up, divided by 2 for me, 9 even. How about you? Where are you at?
8 3/4.
8 3/4.
8.75. Mighty fine rye.
Mighty fine rye, and it's I'm pretty sure we talked about the proof point on the original, how it would lend itself wonderfully to great many cocktails. I mean, you could do this with a
Texas Midnight Manhattan.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Put that in an old fashioned.
Sure.
Put it in what is that? Boulevardier.
Maybe. I have not made a Boulevardier with a rye. Boulevardiers are typically bourbons, but I bet you could, and I bet it would turn out fantastic.
So the Boulevardier, if I remember right, it was boozy, but it was semi-bitter.
I don't find them boozy at all. No, it's very it's a sweet.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's a traditional
bittersweet.
A traditional Boulevardier is equal parts bourbon, Campari, and sweet vermouth.
That can't be the one I'm thinking of then.
Based off of Jay Rieger's recipe, I have started taking the Campari part and dividing it 50-50 between Campari and Aperol. So you end up with a little bit more of a sweetness instead of a floral savoriness. So you end up with 1 part bourbon, 1 part sweet vermouth, half part Campari, half part Aperol. And then orange twist, or a orange slice.
Neat. No ice, right? It goes in a
Large cube.
Fuck. Okay, so I'm thinking. Oh shit! What was that one that West Bottoms Whiskey used to have with the little rosebud on the top?
Oh, that's the
Noir, Nocturne Noir or something. They don't have it anymore, I don't think.
Little Death.
Little Death, yeah. It reminds me of that, only without all those other ingredients.
All right.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, I'd like to know what it was that they put in there. We'll get back to that later. Did you enjoy this review?
I did.
So did I. And I'm glad you, the consumer of our content, did too. If you want to get a hold of us and let us know what you think, send us an email, info, W2 or Jonathan, Joe, Nathan, at...
SavorTheBurn.com.
Yep. Make it happen, Captain.
Or info at SavorTheBurn.com.
Yeah, definitely. Info at SavorTheBurn.com. And Balcones, you guys know what the hell you're doing.
Yep.
Everybody else who doesn't know about Balcones, watch some old Whiskey Tribe videos, you know, and just hear about it, because it's because of them that I ever heard about this.
Yep.
And so if we can help spread the message on what Balcones has to offer.
In a little welding shop under a bridge in Waco, Texas.
Right. I mean, there's three things. Like under a bridge reminds me of the Red Hot Chili Peppers song. In a welding shop, who hasn't been in a welding shop? Who hasn't welded before? And so, like, you know that the sights, smells, and tastes in the air, you know, when it comes to a welding shop. And in that Texas heat, get out of here. Like, yeah. Anyway, and what was the other? Waco?
No.
Yeah, we're not going to go there. Yeah, listen to Time Suck. Check out the Waco episode on that one. Anyway, so no matter who you are and where you are and what you're drinking and who you're drinking it with, never forget.
Keep on burning.